Hi, everybody.
Hello, I'm Ryan.
I'm Bethany.
And we are Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews.
And today we'll be talking about a yummy, yummy Monster Tummy. And this is designed by Andreas Wild, and it is published by Lucky Duck Games.
You guys, this is an app-driven game for kids and families. Basically what you've got these monsters. Every time they eat something, they change colors, but they don't want to change colors. So you guys cooperatively as a group, without communicating, without showing too many cards, basically what we're trying to do is you are trying to get them to stay the same color by mixing and matching different colors. Let me show you how it works. Alright, here is our setup for Yummy Yummy Monster Tummy. As you can see, we've got our deck of cards, and we have our phone with our app out. There's two major ways to play. There's a story mode, or there's the party mode. Basically, the story mode is how you're going to progress through the game, advancing through the levels. The party mode is just a chance to play the game with whatever things you already have unlocked as it is. We're going to start the game by dealing out 6 cards to every player, and they're going to be a variety of different colors and things. This game's all about mixing and matching colors in order to make certain monsters' colors. Alright, so let's go into the story mode. This is a fantastic tutorial mode, by the way. I have it turned off for now. You're going to choose your difficulty, easy, medium, or hard. Let's just keep it medium for now. And let's say we're playing with 3 players. We can go to all the different locations that we have unlocked already. But let's just start at the attic, which is the first mission. And let's go to our first contact. This is the first chance that we have to see some monsters. Alright, it's going to tell us what to do here. And what we're going to do is we are going to look at that monster, and we're going to try to think of all the different colors that we might be able to combine to feed that monster that would make it match that monster. Now, we cannot show each other any of our cards. We can talk about it, though. We can say, like, oh, I've got kind of a greenish card in my hand. Oh, I've got a white card in my hand. Oh, I've got whatever in my hand. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to mix some cards together in order to make that color. Now, this is all about these QR codes on the back of these cards. So what we're going to do is we are going to show some of these cards to some of these monsters. We simply just put it in front of it, reveal it, and it's going to read it, and it's going to scan it. At the bottom of the card here, it shows it's been filled, and by what color. There's also cards like Candy. Candy is an exact match for anything. So we're going to put that on there. This is a pretty tough color with our hand that we have here. And you know what? We need some additional help here. Let me kind of sneak and grab a couple more. Here's a good card. It's kind of this white color. Alright, but that did have a vitamin on it. So as you can see, vitamins are bad. We do not want to feed our monster too many vitamins. Now he's thinking he's going to change his color. And you know what? His color didn't even change that much. So based off how accurate we were, we're going to get some stars. Alright, at the end of the round, everyone's going to draw new cards. A new monster is going to come up there, and we're going to have to make that one match as well. We're going to keep on going through the levels. If ever we see that vitamin monster, that vitamin meter right there, basically we don't want to play any more of the vitamin cards until that goes away. Usually it's 3 cards you want to play to kind of clear that off. Later on, you're going to have special abilities that allow it to have other things happen that you can clear off the vitamin meter. As you progress through the levels, there's going to be different kinds of monsters, different other animals that you might interact with. They'll have different special parameters, and extra bonuses that might give you, and additional challenges that you're going to face as well. Alright, let's complete one more monster together. In the background, you can kind of see what monster is coming up next, so you kind of have an idea of how it's going to look. But for now, let's just finish off this monster, just to kind of show you what it might look like. And then what we'll do is we'll fail a monster too, just to kind of show you what happens. And this one's going to be not great probably, but we might get a couple stars out of it. He's thinking about it. He's going to choose what color he's going to be based off of our inputs. He turned a little bit green. You know what? We might get a star out of this. So we're able to pass and advance on to the next one. Alright, so that's good. And let's go to our last monster here that we're going to show you guys. This one is kind of a green monster. What I'm going to do is I'm going to intentionally feed it just a whole bunch of things that are not at all green, just to kind of show you guys what happens. Alright. Some grapes here. You've kind of placed it just right. It's kind of challenging. Alright, it's a vitamin, so he's not happy about that, but let's put some of Grandpa's teeth in there. Another pink card. I'm going to put a blue in there as well. Alright, our vitamin meter's down. We got lots of pinks and blues. He's green though, so let's see if he likes this or not. He turned a completely different color. We only got a 24% match. He's not happy about this. We get no stars, and we have to restart the level. So that's how this game is played. Everyone's got a chance to mix and match cards, but you cannot communicate about what your actual colors are. You can't show anybody. You can talk about it and say, I've got kind of a dark blue, or I've got a whatever, I've got a grape, but you can't show anybody and say, here's my card. So basically, it's a cooperative game. You're trying to go through as many levels as possible. But also, if you want to just play a party mode, you can play that as well, and just play with whatever cards you've unlocked. And again, as you go through these different levels, you're going to interact with more and more cards. You get a whole other deck. Basically, every world that you get to, it gives you more and more colors to work with.
All right, before we give our thoughts, we thought that we should give it to an expert, a kids gaming expert, like a child. Let's see what they have to say.
All right, how about you tell us a little bit about Yummy Yummy Monster Tummy?
I think of Yummy Tummy Monster. It's like there's bunnies. You have to feed them vegetables that are vitamins. And the vitamins you can't feed the monsters because if you do that, there's a time limit. And if some of them take the alarm time away from the vitamins. But the vitamins always you have to give to monster. We are already almost done with Yummy Tummy Monster, and you have to find the app on it.
That's right, we use the app. Do you think that the phone works well as far as being able to feed the monster all the different foods?
Yeah, and you have to feed them, and the bunnies, they just want vitamins. It doesn't care what color they are, but for the monsters, it cares what color they are.
That's right, we're trying to blend the colors together to try to make a match as far as what bunny it is. Or what monster it is.
And some of them are rainbow, and if you feed them a color, it makes their color.
That's right. There's like a rainbow, like a candy one.
Yeah.
Do you think that monsters eat healthier than humans, or that humans eat healthier than monsters?
We eat healthier.
Humans do?
Yeah.
What kind of things do monsters eat?
Sugar, stuff that humans use.
Like steering wheels and garbage, things like that.
Like the garbage yard.
That's right, in the scrapyard. That's one of the locations we can go to.
And that's what we're on right now, the scrapyard.
All right, any other things you want to say about Yummy Yummy Monster Tummy?
That I really, really, really like how, there's rainbow ones, and some of them, the rainbow gets out and a new color comes in.
All right, do you think other kids your age are going to like this game?
Mm-hmm.
All right, how many thumbs do you give this game? 0 thumbs, 1 thumb, or 2 thumbs? 10 thumbs. All right, what do you want to say to everybody?
Bye.
This game was totally quick and easy to get into. I remember before I played it, Ryan had played it with our daughters, and so when I came home from work and our youngest just was asking me to play this game over and over again, I was like, okay, fine, let's play this game. And even though Ryan was trying to teach it to me, the kids were also trying to teach it to me, so everybody was trying to teach me a game, and you all know how that works. It normally always ends terribly, but because the game was so easy to learn, even with both of my daughters talking at me while Ryan is trying to teach me the game, I still was able to learn it pretty easily. So they just had a really small barrier to entry, and which is great, especially when you're playing with kids.
The QR codes that they use in this game are brilliant. Everything just kind of works seamlessly together. Basically, we just had the phone down on the table, and we just kind of hovered the cards over it, as you guys saw, and then it just read it. And then because of the way the QR codes were on the bottom of the card, from our perspective as the people playing the game, all you're doing is you're feeding it a plunger. You're feeding it whatever piece of garbage. You don't see the QR
Dentures.
code. Right.
Cracks me up.
You're not showing, feeding them a QR code, which is what the camera is seeing. You're feeding them some hilarious item with a color on it, and it's all being interpreted by the app. It's doing all the background work for you. All you have to do is kind of talk amongst yourselves and have a great time. All the app's doing all the hard work for you.
I love how there's this campaign mode, so you can there's a story to it that you're getting more and more cards as you're able to create all of that, or you can just not do that and do the party mode with the cards that you've already unlocked. So you can carry on with that story, which the kids have really liked to carry on with that story, or if you're just wanting to introduce somebody new, like Mom, you can just play the party mode. So that way Mom knows what's going on. So I like how it had the two different aspects of play.
The vitamins in this game were hilarious. Usually those are the brighter, more, the brighter colors that were usually more helpful as along the way. But monsters don't like vitamins; they want to eat garbage. So having to counterbalance using these great cards that usually matched up really, really well, while still not feeding them too many of those cards, was this great balance. And then all throughout the campaign, basically, you had different monsters needing different things and giving you different rewards as you encountered different areas and different things. So basically, all along the way, there was lots and lots of ways that the cards, just a stack of cards, but how they manipulated with each other and each monster was different and great.
So overall, this game was very slick and very smooth, and one of the really strong points of this game is the fact that since the cards are facing you and you don't know what the other players have, we as parents can't really quarterback our kids' play. We actually do have to work together. We can't dictate what they're going to do. We actually just have to try to figure out what they mean when they say they have something. What are they actually saying, and what can I do to try and help with that, or what can they do to try and help with what I was doing? So that was really neat to be able to play a cooperative game where the kids really did get to make their own choices with the game while also trying to work together, which actually worked out really well. They were making intelligent choices for the betterment of the game, and they were able to make those themselves without our influence because we couldn't see the cards.
Right.
So that worked out really, really well.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. This game is just so easy to set up, so easy to tear down. It's quick to pull out. You get a rich experience in a short amount of time. The kids just were laughing and having a great time as these monsters are changing colors, and we completely botched one, or maybe we got one exactly right, and then there's cheering, all the way around, which is a lot of fun. The fact that you need the app, I need to remind you, you need to have the app, right? You can't play this without it, so you do need to have a phone on you, which is something, an extra kind of thing you need to carry around with you. But at the same time, most people do anyways. Yeah. It's a free app. Our kids have tablets and stuff like most of our kids do, I'm sure. And so overall, this is a huge hit for our family. We enjoyed it a lot, and we're continuing to enjoy it.
And like Ryan said, this was, like he literally just said, about this needing to be an app game, and we know that can be, like, contention. For us, it enhances our gameplay, and so we have no issues with it. But we want to know your thoughts on apps in gameplay. Are there any that you love? Are there any that you hate? Are you, like, a purist, and you're like, no apps in my gameplay any of the time? Are you, like, mix everything together? Let us know in the comments below. Until then, don't forget to subscribe so you can see our videos as they come out, and you can follow us in all of these places.
You guys, thanks for watching. We will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Meow, 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 meow.